Pretty hurts, we get it. I think I'm better. There's no reason why you would be saying such things as these unless in and of yourselves you were dibabola, hey? In and of yourselves you were madag dindi. In and of yourselves you were these, fascinating yellow bones. In and of yourselves, you out here be sporting something to write home about. In and of yourself, in these streets, when you walk into a room, people gotta grab some air. Lelona le dikhadima, lelona le kotsi niyavuta. Umlilo, when you walk, nani do you leave steam in the room? Liban, I watch so many videos on TikTok when I'm busy preparing for the day to commence, and like these ladies, you just scroll and you're like, Batong, how many gorgeous women did God make on the earth exactly? You just scroll and you're like, she's so flash, so pretty. Look at this pretty little thing. Look at that, go. Hey, keep on scrolling. Yesterday, I was watching videos on YouTube, hair content. Hey, I love hair content type thing. I find it very cathartic. It's therapeutic. I was watching 4C hair content, and some of these girls doing their little hairstyles and whatnot, their mini braids, their moisturizationings, and their little concoctions of hair product, food, whatnot. I kept just looking at them and the end result of their hair journey, and I'm like, women are so beautiful. Okay, I'm a black woman, so I mean, like that those videos that I'm watching for 4C hair, because I've got 4C hair. I'm a black girl with 4C type hair, so I was watching 4C videos. So all the women that I was watching were all black, right? And all I could think about was, yes, like it, man. Black girls be fly out here in these streets. These people are beautiful. Bashle. Their hair is just so thick and so gorgeous. It's so wonderful. Cute human beings. We are beautiful. When you are encircled with all that beauty as a man and you have no self-control, you're just gonna take what you want. Daylight robbery, hey? Bank robber banditi. These bandits of black men all over these uneasy streets be out here feeling entitled to you because you so kazaring. When you do that YouTube tutorial on how to wash your 4C hair, they've got all these personalities from here to Timbuktu. They will kaza you. They're so eccentric. Top of that, their hair is so beautiful. Then they put on their face beat and they're so fly in the end. And they out here be doing their video edits so wonderfully, and so you're very intrigued by them. Bato, these black chicks out here in these streets be gorgeous. Top of that, bayakas. Sibahle ene siyakaza. Right? These men, when they are encircled with all that gorgeosity and that beauliciousness, when they're encircled by all that beautosity, when they are encircled by all that loveliness, God John's loveliness, gorgeosity loveliness, and you don't preserve your gorgeous loveliness, when you don't preserve your own gorgeous loveliness, like if you don't preserve your own beauty gorgeousness, what? Sibaningi, sibahle bo sonke, and we all got much to offer. Rakaza, and social media has made these men kind of crazy. It's a frenzy. They're spinning on the spot. They don't know what to do. Click on a video, there's some chick out here dancing. Click on a video, another one is doing beautiful cornrows. Click on a video, another one is doing a face beat. Click on a video, another one is doing a fashion haul. Click on a ebatung spanning. Another one is doing a story time and we are class on TikTok. Hey, we are everywhere, and ribangat. With us being as many as we are and as beautiful as we are, you must understand that these guys are like insurance policies that way. You know how insurance works, right? The majority, the very many of the individual unique policy holders subsidize whoever claims for the day. Whoever claims is subsidized by all the people that pay their premiums. It's a pool. And there are some people that pay premiums all throughout their lives and literally never ever claim. Never ever claim. You will cancel your policy before you need to cash it out. So before you die, you are just losing a job, and so therefore you can't pay premiums anymore on your life policy, or you move your policy for the vehicle from one insurance company to another, and so all those premiums that you paid the previous company, they're gone forever. You're not going to get them back. It was a hedging. You were paying into a pool of resources, hoping that one day, should you need to claim, you can. But it's highly unlikely that you will. The grand majority of people taking out insurance policies literally do not claim against them. They do not claim against them. And that's how insurance works. That's how they make all this money. All that money that they make from premiums, they then invest it and then make revenue or interest revenue on that, blah, 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 etc. It's a pool. Do you understand? And so therefore, if a guy is trying to claim, if a guy is trying to have policy pay out, Baga gonna need to get in a car crash, won't he? Bagger gonna need to die, won't he? Bagger gonna need to do something and need a claim, won't he? There's all this pool of resources available that people are investing in, hoping that one day should something go awry, they will claim. And when men click on social media, or when they go to school on campus, or when they go to the office, when they go into traffic, wherever they may find a plethora of these gorgeous women, they are like ones participating in insurance fraud. They will try to cash out a policy, even though you can literally spend all of your life without anybody ever claiming against you. Because most people in insurance, frankly, do not claim from their policies. That's how these banks be making money. That's how these insurance companies be out here making some cash. These men are fishing. They are throwing what do you call this? A hook? A rod, yeah. They are throwing a rod into the ocean and hoping that something's gonna bite. They're hoping that the fish is going to bite. And your responsibility is to not bite. If a dude wants to cash in on the pool or the sea of gorgeosity, because there's a lot of us. Pretty hurts. Beautiful women. Hashem. You are many. Top of that, you got all these talents. You are like a beauty with brains, like a combination. Like all over the show. If you want a dude to claim on insurance against you, you will let yourself go to them. They hedge. They just dive into a pool of resources hoping that something's gonna give. So every woman that they slide into the DMs of, it's like trying to claim against insurance. Every woman that they talk to on campus, women they talk to in the office, women they hoot at in the mall, in traffic, women they walk past in the mall. Yeah, a pool of resources, rich ones at that if at all you keep yourself in a bunch, you don't gotta be tapped into. You don't have to be claimed. You thoroughly do not have to be tapped into, even in the slightest. Because most people that pay into insurance companies don't claim. Insurance companies don't claim. The pool of resources of the earth is voluminous. Is what I'm getting at. There are many of us, and these guys are often just taking chances. They are taking chances, do you understand? So you don't gotta respond to every last one of them. You don't have to accommodate them. You don't have to. Anybody that's going to squander your virtue and cash in on your policy is not to be anything respectable at all in your life. You need to make like any other insurance company and try as best as possible to not pay out claims. I used to work in claims. I used to work as a claims consultant. We did everything in our power to not pay claims. Investigating, loss adjusting, trying to find all different kinds of holes in an ecosystem just to say to a person, sorry, your claim has been repudiated. Even though people paid their premiums. Like, you need to repudiate the prospect of men just taking you in jail because they put a rod in the ocean. They put a rod in the ocean. They're always just zamaring. And social media shame is just this like gaulo joint. They just see an environment to devour, to eat. Ciao. It's a place of snacking. They keep on sliding into your DMs, and unfortunately these days, it's so easy to snack on you women. Why? Because they just offer you money. They offer you gifts. They offer you PayPal donations. They offer you this, they offer you that in exchange for your virtue, your body. They offer you little secret society contracts in order for you to grow your YouTube channel to 500,000 subscribers. They offer you this and that, but when you gotta partake in an orgy, only a good girl, just so you can have a thriving or successful YouTube channel. It's an insurance gamble. Do you understand? The Lord is the one that has invested all of these gifts, these talents in you on earth. He's the one that's given us all of this glory, the glory of which causes carnal men down in these streets to spin on the spot, confused, disarrayed. They are in a trance, mesmerized by the beauty of women everywhere. We are everywhere. I'm not the only one, but you gotta repudiate some claims. You have to be the one to refuse to pay out. You cannot just let them squander you. So all these women in Kulumanabo now that are leaving me out on a limb, I don't need you. You need the God I am communicating to you can rescue you from not only the mistakes you have made, but from making any other mistakes again concerning these men. They are just fishing. Do you understand? And they are fishing in a pool of bountiful resources. Understand, where they will go to the next one. Far be it from you and far be it from me to allow myself to be just another thing that this bugger done hit and now quit. Drive by shooting. He has come and he has gone. He's done a drive-by shooting. And there's another woman that he's on the Batong. They pride themselves in having all of these women for a body count. I can't. I'm not gonna be squandered. I'm not gonna be squandered. Repudiate. My whole job is to be a loss adjuster that keeps on. I'm a loss adjuster that keeps on repudiating claims based on even the smallest of technicalities. Because I understand internet. He doesn't know me. Like, I'm a complete stranger all across the oceans. I'm in South Africa. Go to such busy. Why? 2.5 years ago, he did not even know that there was a woman like me that existed anywhere in the world. Wang Tola on the internet. And just like the exploiter that he is online, unfortunately, I bit. That's the thing. He threw out a rod into the ocean, and I bit. He threw money at me. And was like, I want to give you a donation. And from there, I never was able to shake him. I learned my lesson. I wasn't able to shake him from that. I've amassed for myself a stalker that's been lingering for way too long. The moment you let them give you A1, excuse me, can I buy you something? Can I buy you something? Asham, you're done for. Just like False, False and all these strange songs. There's another song called Single and Searching. False, this time around, he features Yemi Alade. It's called Single and Searching. The music video starts with him fighting with his wife. Hey, beat me. Hey, like some woman that is arguing, okay, with her husband. And because he's got what he calls a boring wife at home that's always just here, all up in his grill, he then goes out on the street and shellas Yemi Alade, claiming to be single. Excuse me, can I buy you something? What? Yeah, basically she's like, this dude is like, excuse me, can I buy you something? And Yemi Alade is like, what? And then she's like, what now? What you want? And then he's like, can I just buy you something or whatever? And then she's like, no. And then the guy is like, okay, fine, I'll leave you alone. And then she's like, wait now. And then the song starts with single. I've been searching. You want to mingle? Kuli Mari. Single. I've been searching. Yeah, the whole song is basically about a married man claiming to be single and searching, wanting to marry. And the pickup line is, excuse me, can I buy you something? His pickup line is, excuse me, can I buy you something? Money. The little idiot from America. I'm single. I be searching. I want to mingle. Kuli Mari. Take it. Yeah. And the thing that he came here with was, excuse me, can I buy you something? Only for me to discover, once we were talking, that little bugger was a divorcee twice over. So yeah, he's got a wife at home that's like, don't know, you gonna make me mad though. You gonna make me mad though. My head is hot to you. He's got a wife at home saying my head is hot to you. But then he goes on the street and a woman is out here fighting with him on some, the train are hungry. The train can eat gari. Have the train ever complained? There is economic reception. There's economic reception. If you've seen the music video for Single and Searching, yeah, False. He's arguing with his wife and then goes in the street and claims to be single and searching, wanting to get married, and shellas Yemi Alade by offering her to buy her something. Banjal. These guys will put a rod into the ocean. Do you understand? And hope that you will bite. You must not bite. So all of y'all women that are looking at me like I stank and hoping that I eventually settle, but you see, I'm not uniquely beautiful. You two are. Because you wouldn't have slept with a man to get ahead if you weren't. They don't tend to go for the gobo. I'm sorry to have to use that word. They go for women that are very typically beautiful by the standards of this world. They are attracted to you because you are beautiful. There is something seemly about you physically. You are physically attractive by the standards of this world. So therefore, they insisted that in order for you to get ABC, you gotta do DEF. They went for your body, they went for your face, your smile, your intelligence, the nuances, the rebangata. And when they put their rod out there, they're testing to see if you will bite. And I have not bitten for years. I bit once with a dude from the US, only for me to regret it. Ever since then, I have not looked back. And now you want me to be cashed, as with an insurance policy, even though I'm in a pool of resources that largely is untapped, and it keeps on getting reinvested with interest income running well into the millions, if not billions. Wait on the Lord for your husbands, so you are not going to be squandered as just any other cute thing on the internet. Libangata, you are many. You cannot allow yourself to just fade into the background of the millions. You can't just be the statistics. So hey guys, the dude that I told you guys about that was busy with all the harlots of Johannesburg and ended up married to a good girl. some of these little girls that are all over the show, they're beauty. They're beauty. Yes, like it. They were beautiful. But that's just the thing. Ubuhle bakho is so incredibly irrelevant. It becomes so ridiculously irrelevant once a man has slept with you. It's like you could be the most gorgeous girl in the school, in the office, on campus, wherever. But the moment a guy has slept with you, you're just another body count. You're just another body. Ubuhle does not matter then on that day, does it? Your beauty stops mattering. And in terms of those that end up married to you, herein lies the deal. The women who end up married to these men, y'all know of these married women that are just electric in terms of their beauty. They are so beautiful, but they are married to such menacing idiots. They are married to such horrific, treacherous men that it stops being worth the while to consider how beautiful they are. It literally stops. Like, there's actually a saying that for every really gorgeous woman, a saying of the world, it's not within Christendom, for every really gorgeous woman, there is a man who is sick and tired of sleeping with her. For every gorgeous woman, there is a man who is sick and tired of sleeping with her. Bajwalo, balehora, they spit you out like a matambo, and that's it. A man that has not been, cleansed and sanctified by the Holy Spirit is just going to see you as amatambo nje. Like, he's going to leave you on a plate as devoured bones. So far be it from mina, Karabo, Sizagele, Hlongwane, to ever end up the beautiful wife of some idiot. Cause babangata, when I was on the come up working at Go Stanley B, some retail store in Rosebank, my boss there was an older guy, could have been like maybe late 30s. I was 19, 18, right? He had a beautiful, gorgeous, like breathtakingly beautiful wife. He had a beautiful, breathtakingly gorgeous wife. And the way that guy was busy with them females that stoned cherry, YDE. Even my cousin, when she came into the store, I'm Sheila, and she was just 19 like me. He was sleeping with all of Rosebank. Like, he was sleeping with all the chicks that worked at Primi Piatti. Yeah. And he would book them into the hotel. And of course, wads of cash is what he would give them afterwards. You would wonder, what is in it for these women to sleep with this guy? Because nothing of him I found attractive. I didn't find anything about him attractive. That he was a wealthy man. He owned that store. It was his boutique. Do you understand? And these chicks all over the show, Inaba Fofora, Bago YDE, Bago Stone Cherry, Bago Amanda Laird Cherry, like Naba, he was just for Premium Piatti next door. Like, he was just foforaring these chicks because they were willing to. Unashela indiscriminately. He shelled even my cousin. My cousin said no, but if she had said yes, she would have been just another victim of his. Years down the line, I used to work at that same store with another chick that was my age. Years down, she was a fashion designer. Years down the line, she bumps into him somewhere. He asks her to come and work for him in his store, seeing as she had graduated from her fashion design degree. And she's like, I'll consider it. And then once she started talking with him about things of business, he then started to shella her. So one thing he had going for himself is that he didn't shella his own stuff. But the moment this chick grew up, he then started to ask her out. To him, it was like, if at all it is willing to say, okay, I'm gonna run with it. If it's willing to accommodate me, I'm gonna run with it. My friend was beautiful. I was beautiful. My cousin was beautiful. All those chicks at Stone Cherry, YDE, Amanda Laird Cherry, Primi Piatti, they were all beautiful. All of us that used to work with Rosebank, in our own respects. It just so happened that some of these machadimas, some of these lightning strikes were willing to be squandered. You see, your beauty doesn't matter, women, to a wicked man. Your beauty is irrelevant. Top of that, it fades. Charm is deceitful. Deceptive. Beauty is fleeting. But a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Look at me, I'm 40. And yet these guys, I'm 40. You should not be trying to I don't have time to be engaging in stupid little dalliances. It's just what's important to them is that you might be 40, but you're still pretty. You might be 40, but there's something I can salvage there, hey? Like booty, like loot, like scraps, and just like they can pillage. Something they can pillage. They're pilfering thieves. Do you understand? Anything they can pilfer and they try to pilfer it. So while I am yet to have my breast all the way down to my ankles, and while I am yet to have my cheeks drooping all the way down to my chest, while I am yet to blow up and be the size of the nutty professor. While there is still something seemly about me, noma ngaba 52, I'm still salvageable, I'm still doable, according to them. So, abenandaba, even if it would be a comprehensive waste of your time to rock up in the life of a 40-year-old woman, na 40 ang naskati. But to them, it's like, but you're still so pretty though. I mean, really, if I allowed myself, thanks to indeed being just that, 40, this man will have wasted not only however many months or years of my time, but on the other side, Shem, these women, these women on the other side, the most gorgeous of women, when they marry badly, Shem, whatever. The most gorgeous of women, when they marry badly, on the other side, it becomes evident that for every beautiful woman, there is some pilfering thief, some pillaging miscreant that is out here exhausted with sleeping with her. So your beauty is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. And yet here it is that you all are massacring me for Now I want to maintain my beauty inside the way a man is going to respect the aging of my person like a beautiful wine. I want a man that's going to appreciate the bourgeoisness of me and not merely fetishize that I was at the time of meeting me the prettiest girl in the corner of a room with the cutest little whatever, and who also and above it, bullseye, was celibate for 13 years. So I'm going to be the first one to hit that. If at all you allow these guys to claim on your insurance policy, it won't matter that you are literally by far the most gorgeous girl in the room, because wicked men have a way of making beautiful women look irrelevant. They have a way of making gorgeous girls look like non-mentions, non-entities, just empty void, hollow note ash. I have seen gorgeous women in horrible marriages, and the whole world unfortunately ignores this woman because she's married to whatever. I can go whatever remaining portion of my butcher is there, of my youth, whatever I might have left on the whatever mileage I have left on this 40-year-old body. I'm not about to go and give it to Bari. Yaho fetishize the fact that I haven't had sex in 13 years. And you women, some of y'all, you have been taken by these idiotic men that after ransacking you, now nobody cares to acknowledge you are gorgeous. Your beauty is just this thing that's a huff, like, you know, you are regarded as a has-been. Cause whatever, you're a has-been. Sure. I'm sorry. If a woman's glory is not maintained in a marriage, it's only just look at the man. If at all excellent is not maintained, only look at the man. If your man is gonna disrespect the living daylights out of you by sleeping with all of the floor that you are working at Rose Bank, nobody's gonna respect you as a woman. No one. I'm not about to be squandered. We understand uti sibahle ngimuhle, but so what? Bahlantswa ke botle banna bana, mara ke mogolo. I'm old. I'm 40. So more so am I going to get mocked and teased for giving attitude, precisely because literally, like I said, I ain't got much mileage left on me. More so or I not accommodate any random rubbish ezofika la ezongwara ezonglanzela indaba yokuthi ngina 43. Yes, like it no kishapo, guys. Men of this world, they will flatten like pita bread on the floor. They will squeeze juice out of you until people can't remember. You will get dark circles underneath your eyes. Be unrecognizable. Be gaunt. Do you understand? Working like a zombie because your man ukufraze that much. Indoda engenandaba ukuthi inomfa ebathungu namadoda bengenandaba ukuthi banabafazi abahle. They've got beautiful wives, dog. Beautiful. But don't nobody care. Because, I mean, a wicked man literally squanders a woman's beauty. I'm not doing it. Have sex with me a whole bunch of times, after that, and then be so possessive that another man was looking at me at the mall. These are the kinds of men that I'm dealing with right now. Nina 40. I don't have time to waste. I don't have the leg room I used to have at 27. Busy around test for 2 years and then break it up. This time I gotta get it right. I have one shot and one shot only. One shot, and I'm not gonna squander it on some experimental drug user. Because that's what occult magic is. It's drugs. le flaka, le cocaine, le marijuana kaofela di kopane in one sitting. It is a blunt. Do you understand? Witchcraft is a blunt. I'm not about to go mina nyotshola nendoda ehlala high, drunk on the nyaupe of the occult. I am not doing it. But you women, you are standing outside of impilo yami expecting me to take in my stride. Njengane tsirianing eleng high on zolo enang le manala le JS fluid le bleach le nyaupe le santa le masapo aling ground into a fine powder mokoko like chicken bones ground into a fine powder lenja le ipemeda eding bese mina ngiyomthatha ezindoda yami ngoba nginamali askis ke maswabi ga go tsayelwa botle le botšhaba ka bo setseng bo bonyane ke saletswe ke just a couple of imbalwa yes bese nizonyenza ukuthi mina ngiyonikeza inja ezongibhora ngokuthwala kwakhe noma mlambo wakhe ejardin because mina nginamali hayi shame ke maswabi. And that, you know, that's the disquieting thing, women, about you. Because you settled. You settled. Precisely because of indaba yokuthi nyamoshwa ngala madoda bese nisitshela ukuthi Karabo over my dead body before mina I'm going to allow you you arrogantly imagine you're in a position to allow anything in my life over my dead body before I will allow you to be okay. Karabo, what makes you think you can make that decision? Where now man they can make a decision to allow, as in give permission to me to live. I belong to God. Lorang pinky walona oli busy on tsa le trapa go di toileteng cause le apere di penti tse pink o tla trapa lona la sa tsebeng morena Jesu mara nna ke dila ka di demon angizo dila no ravenously putrid entirely entitled rape artist in the person of Pinky. I am not taking that in my stride. No man ngangishia ngena ma tampon bo sisters below the belt. That's how below the belt you are. Lekang dampa ke sena grandpa ya headache ntlogeleng ulukile. But bottom line is ain't nobody gonna cash an insurance policy when I'm all about that repudiation business. Nobody's gonna squander me. Ana mono tlo fitlang mona and not improve me over time. Ana mono tlo fitlang mona and not increase my glory over time. Hawana munna otlo fikang in the life of a 40-year-old woman and not make her thrive in excellence like a 25-year-old. Hawana munna otlo fikang mo bophelong ba ka abang tswapogisang ka re ke bogate e galentse e bonana le di washing machine entse e tshelwa bleach over years or hempe ya tie dye. Hawana munna otlo fika ka tlo ntswapogisa lang kutlo. Ain't no man gonna rock up in my life and have people speak of me of something that used to be beautiful as kisi kina le 70. I will still be called beautiful Lankutla because my husband is that amazing. That is if ukona lo muntu. That is if we don't go in the rapture, etc. Angizothathwa nkampani ka ba single le teng nkampani ka tlhokafala. I'd rather go in the grave. Ke lona le tsayo lang botle le bokamoso le botsha, your splendor iya ravazwa. It is not your chronological age that finishes you off. Ngala madoda ba fitla mo ba senya. They are a cancer Wankutla that metastasizes at super record speeds. You be out married to a guy for 2 years and you already look 20 years older. Because nyoko aski sike maswabi. I'm not doing ngina 40. I am 40. Do you understand? I don't have time to be giving chances to munanyana wa gotseriana wa korobel. Okay, sa mo batleng. Okay, because na ke na nako, I guess I'll take it in my stride. I am not doing it. You can mind control as much as you want, but I'm not doing it. Namadoda ajem. There's always a way out. There is always a way out. Ntho enkentseng hore ke bue ha botlhoko hakana about this topic kajeno is a dream that I had where it is that I was so frustrated with me not getting job interviews, me just struggling hitting brick walls, me me sokolaring, until I put my phone down, my cell phone device where I record my videos to do this work that I do. I put it down and I started to unbutton my shirt, basically undressing to accommodate that is offering me imali. Because Karabo, what else are you gonna do? Look, time is ticking. Until the record mo YouTube mo YouTube mudimo ukai. Hi. Until me I downed tools on my ministry and started to undress, have sex with a man. That's what I dreamt about. That's what deliver message in. And really and truly me being put at that mercy because Abafazi sat back and did nothing. Because Karabo, who do you think you are? You're not gonna be the only one who's bana. Without y'all realizing ukuthi grand sharp. It's not like y'all ningimonela over indaba yokuthi ngimuhle. Ningimonela over indaba yokuthi ubuhle bam azange mina ngabuthengisa. I didn't sell my beauty. I refused me to go and have my insurance policy cashed out by some bugger that was hedging Baga that was experimenting on the market, throwing out a lure in the ocean, hoping that I will bite. I'm not gonna bite. I'm not gonna bite. Guys, wait a second. You all need to understand, I will look 30 at the age of 50 by simply avoiding such men. But the moment I marry one, I'm 40 now, I will look 52 just after 1 year of marriage. I only look as young as I do. Like, y'all need to understand these days. I've undergone 10 years of suffering. And yet, it doesn't show. It doesn't show that I have been suffering for a decade. I should look older than my years because of the hardship I've endured for a decade. Yet I don't. Because you see, the man you're with makes all the difference. The person you have given your trust to makes all the difference. I have not aged like sour milk, even though I was supposed to because of my life issues. Because the man I am with is Jesus Christ. Indoda can literally make or break umfazi. He can make you age at record speeds or keep you young because of how he loves you. The Lord has loved me so perfectly that even though I've been scared and fearful and in sorrow and want for a whole decade, ha go bonagale mo sfatlhegong gore ke na le 40. Ha go bonagale mo sfatlhegong gore ke na le 40. Ha go bonagale mo mmeleng gore ke na le 40. Le meriring, all of my hair is jet black. I should, with the level of stress that I have in my bones every single day, have popped at least my first gray by now. And yet, all of my hair is black. I've never dyed even a single strand. And as izakula, nothing is thinning. I am still as good can get. Gisase musha, despite the kind of stress, cortisol levels that can cause premature aging, that can cause premature fine lines, fine wrinkles, premature graying of hair, whatever can come as a result of extraneous factors that can really distress a person. Yeah, all that has not hit me because my husband is wonderful. He's a wonderful counselor. It's Jesus. The Lord has been the one to preserve me. And if a man loves you the way that Christ loves the church, uzoba preserved, girl, you will be a beautiful wine. You will age graciously. Have you seen those older women? Aba gorgeous. Even with her silver hairs, no muntu yambona ukuthi isibabula since le khadima anali 57. And then you look around and you see ukuthi now she got a great man. Yeah, but there are those batlo tsutsubantswang ke nja e tsherianeng. And when you look at their pics when they were 35 or on the day of their wedding, you are like, how did this woman age like this in just 10 years? Men make all the difference. A good man will make you look like a supermodel at 45, but a bad one will make you look like a grandmother at 33. All the difference. All the difference. I'm not about to let myself mina nyotatwa nje kitsunami nja etsiryaneng etlong tsofatsang. Se ke tsofetse. Already as it stands, Ngamhlanje, I stand to get married very late in these streets. He's just going to finish me off on Kudra. Go shwabana. Yo shwabana. Lankudra, like as in juice drained out of me. Go tsutsubana. I am going to shrivel up like a prune in the climate of a bad man. I'm not letting that go down. I am not. I am sorry. I'm not doing it. And Ebafazindini, there is nothing you can do to convince me with your negligence to do differently. Oh God, my Messiah is gonna rescue me. I explained earlier when I started doing this video, this series of chats that I've been right this minute. I spoke about how it is that God will always tell you, if you feel like I'm not providing, then you will see that I'm providing. Yeah. Open your eyes, daughter. If you feel like I'm not providing, then you will see that I'm providing. In this season, the Lord has made me so intensely frugal. He has given me so much thriftiness with finances that I have literally not run out. He has enabled me to do or get everything that I need on like a crazy budget, such that even when I am lack of money for months on end, I tend to not run out. He's given me innovation. He's made me study. He has made me intrigued and interested in subject matters that enable my cause along. Whatever I need, I research it. If I can do it myself, do it yourself. I do it myself. My hair, I used to have a stylist back in the day that took care of it. It was 4C. It is 4C. And I was struggling to, once I lost my job, keep it aloft. Hey? I was struggling to keep my hair healthy because I could not handle my own hair. Until because of the sorrow and poverty and me wanting to thrive, I was forced to teach myself how to do my own hair. I was forced to teach myself how to cornrow, how to protect, how to wada. And now my afro is thriving. Now my hair is wonderful. It's lovely. Even when I have neglected it for a couple of months on end, it's within these protective styles that are really just keeping it going and going and going. black, ziyakhula. And I have got it under control. I got this because the Lord gave me a solution to poverty where it comes to hair care. He gave me a solution to poverty when it comes to hair care. He showed me that, okay, so you can't see a stylist very well, my daughter. So you can't have somebody help you straighten your hair that it might not shrink. You also want 4C hair. Go on the internet. I also was looking at relax and you prefer an afro. Go on the internet. Research how all these other females in these streets be doing it. And then see if you can't apply the words of knowledge. As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. So I taught myself how to take care of my hair, and now my afro is thriving. Similarly too, I taught myself how to take care of my skin, and now on a budget, I don't have acne just popping up all up in my grill, coming out of the woodworks like a bat out of hell. I taught myself everything I know because I was thrown into poverty and squalor by people who remember the former me, the woman that I used to be, that would pay for services for everything of hers to get done. If your skin breaks out, you see a dermatologist. If your hair is a particular way, you see a stylist. If this, if that, if the other. Yeah. Well, they imagine that lady, upon losing everything, she is then going to very easily just go and sleep around Hlongwane in these streets of Johannesburg. I think it's a Mugwanti. That's what's good. Yeah. I was anticipated to, given that I was apparently allegedly a spoiled brat. I was anticipated, given that I was allegedly a spoiled brat back in the day. I was anticipated to just, choose to go and have sex with some random lackluster, no-brainer animal in the streets. Yeah, in order for me to continue to afford a stylist for my hair, in order for me to continue to afford a dermatologist for my skin, in order for me to continue to afford this and that and the other, blah, blah, wada, wada, in order for me to continue to moisturize my body with a body butter that makes sense, yeah, in order for me to keep on buying body butter yako body shop, I was expected to do strange stuff like that. But you see, just like it's written in 2 Timothy 3, ladies, you are the ones that are led astray by various sins. And in being led astray by these sins, then go on right ahead to accommodate Janice and Jambries. Janice and Jambries are into satisfiers instead of hygiene factors. Satisfiers are things like add-ons. They are value-added services. It's stuff that, absent of them, you are not going to miss it. While hygiene factors are the rudimentary foundational needs. Things that need to be in place for you to be happy at all, for you to be content. You need hygiene factors. But satisfiers are the things that make you super happy because, like I said, they're the extra mile. These men can only offer you satisfiers. Satisfiers. And that's the trickery. That's the deception from the devil. He will lambaste you with the lack of satisfiers having come from a life that was teeming at the folds with them. It was bountiful with satisfiers. Like, you were so luxuriant in the way you lived. There was so much opulence around you that now you struggle with basic bread and butter, acting as if though you are starving like some kid in the Horn of Africa. But you've got bread and butter. That's the problem with you middle class randos of countries that are not that poverty-stricken. You have no idea what hardship really is. You literally have no clue under heaven what hardship truly is. Hale Zebi from a bar of soap. Y'all are ignorant of true hardship because when some people are settling with menacing monstrosities, it's because there is literally no bread on the table. It's because there is literally no bed on which to lay your head at night. You are literally a hobo on the street. You are literally out on a limb. Like, nothing is happening. That's the hardship that some people are facing. They have lost houses. They've been displaced by a landslide or a tsunami. There has been an earthquake, there is a thunderous storm of monumental proportions that has displaced them, making it such that abesenandlu anymore. And so now some little filthy animal is looking at the beautiful daughter on some, give me your daughter and I will pay for you a new mud hut. Yeah, there are little girls in the Horn of Africa at the age of 14, 12, being married off to men in their 20s and 30s, given over by their dads because livestock has passed away. Everybody's facing an excruciating amount of famine. And there is some dude that has a little bit more money that is prepared to give their family all the support in exchange for their 12-year-old girl. It's happening in the Horn of Africa. It's also happening in Afghanistan. Y'all don't know what hardship is. Y'all are not facing so much. Like, some of you, like, only reason you're not fat is because you are watching your weight. But that's how much food you have access to. You can eat all the bread and peanut butter and jam in your life that you want. You can eat 5 eggs on your plate every single day. Just cause. You're not so poor that one can see why you would need to sell your daughter to some little pimp in order for your whole family to eat. Y'all don't know hardship. That's the problem about all y'all living in these concrete jungles of Johannesburg. Let's do it. Like, you can't be halibat. You can afford to jog. Some people can't even jog, can't take a run around the block to lose weight or to gain muscle or whatever, because if they run, they're gonna get super skinny because there's no food in their bodies. Y'all don't know what hardship is. You are literally led astray by various lusts, just like it is written in 2 Timothy 3. The Bible says, if you've got clothes on your body and food to eat, with these things you must be content. There are people on the earth that don't have what you have. And when then they settle for strange stuff, you can see why they had to do that. But some of y'all, literally, if you don't sleep with that bugaboo of a menacing disposition, you will still have a bed. If you don't sleep with that random menacing psychopath, you will still be able to get fat if you wanna. You will still be able to eat all the sandwiches you want if you wanna. If you do not sleep with that bamboon, you will still have hot water to wash your body at night or during the day, depending on when you take a shower. If you don't accommodate that limene metelimina santing, you will still be able to have shelter over your head, food security and home security. You will still be able to watch videos on TikTok, the funny little skits that people are doing. Whether or not you sleep with die boga limina leo. Yeah. Lenze le teng le tsheriane le bazang ka re ke notshi. Limina leo. O ka le avoid, because like I said, how batla o ka basdohle. If you wanted, you can get fat. Like if I wanted, I could get fat. Like I could. Like if I determined to gain 10 kilograms in 2 months, I could, because that's how much food I have. Ke a kgona ho siya dijo mo plating. That's how much food I have. Yeah. Ha eba no o ka kgona ho nona. Ha o batla. Ke eng ka go bala le mina? Just so you can get a job. For what? No, seriously, guys. Why o latile dithogo for a man? Ke thogo. Di guy, ke thogo. Ele ya go ba careless mo khoneng ya litlo mo. Ke thogo. He is extra vestigial stuff on your face that you must remove. Ke thogo. Nkutlo. Yeah. Another one o tlo bala le thogo for what? When a thogo is supposed to be taken out of your eye. Thogo. O khona ho joga cause wena o batla o slima. O khona ho tsoga ka 12 motshehare because you're not facing the threat of eviction from mo dulang teng. Mara wena ntse o le busy o lo go bala le thogo. Ka net le mina. Ditete. Drool. It's cocofied. Like, you know, the tete are cocofire. They have become kind of calloused, like crusty around your mouth. Also, how saying it's out you're drawing a map of some African country on your chin. It's like right there, looking like the map of Zimbabwe or something. Right there. Who in the world does not wipe tete? Now, please tell me, who does not wipe indende? Who does not wipe ifingela? Like, you've got a booger and it's crusty. It's crusty. Crusty. Like right there. And you still out to be recording a video trying to look cute on TikTok. I apologize. Me, I'm very sorry for you, Shem. Ladies, Anyanzuela, you are not the child in Afghanistan that is only 12 years old whose mom and dad are selling them to some pimp pervert because nobody's gonna eat if they don't. And yet, despite that, Lirwali Togo, Didete, Mamina, Akrasti, like earwax, stuff that is supposed to be wiped from the face. Wax eo. Cause things that you are supposed to take out, remove in itoko, nendende, amafinyela tissue, batong osi, things you are supposed to wipe from your face when you are using it as a poire, face beat, ki foundation, ubizwena, usebenzisa indende as a concealer. For real, you are literally ruining your faces. You are ruining your faces with these men. Because that's all they are. Kidi togo, kidi tete, kimamina, acocofied on the corner of your nose. Everybody can see the booger. You are unseemly, awatlapa girl. Kidi tsila, di pumule. Things that everybody else, badi pumula, wena, you are using them as a face beat, di boy powder, that's what's good. Ke eyeliner, ke mascara ya hao eo. Ke eyeshadow. Limina, ke eyeshadow ya hao. You are making yourself pretty kanto etrianing editila empe osa rating no rata. Mara e go fa chelete. Y'all are spoiled brats, do you understand? Most of y'all if you didn't get that job promotion, you probably would have been, you would have kept the job you had. And that job would have still maintained your apartment where it is that you stay. You wouldn't have moved into a bigger house, a 3-bed. You would not have been able to afford the 2 million rand apartment or home or loft, but you still would have been able to live in the one, 750,000. You still would have been able to live there. You are not the poverty-stricken child in the Horn of Africa or in Afghanistan. You are not so out on a limb that everybody can understand why you slept with a man. You are not so out of, proper, you are not, guys. Like I said, if you wanted to get fat, you could, because you've got all the food in the world. Yeah, but the thing is, it's not so much that you've got, it's not, per se. Luxury, you want prawns, girl. You want prawns, sister girl. You want caviar. You want salmon. While Lucky Star it's beneath you. Hey? Cool beans, they're beneath you. Shababa talk me kuku some of them ba phela ka dijo selling low grade, right? Entry level type setup thing. But talk me kuku ba phela ka dijo tsa entry level, mara there's so much of that food that they can get fat. Umuntu ohlala emkhukhwini kodwa usidudla. Why? Because he like his style, stuffing his face now. Cool beans, stuffing his face. I'm a penchisi inside, babies and this thing, stuffing his face. But no, you want those apricots from Woolies. You insist on chocolate cake instead of checkers. That's you. You insist on designer pizza, designer coffee. You insist instead of a coffee, what is that coffee, man? That's 100%. Yeah, like the real deal. It's mixing something. It's not the 100% deal. Lebata Jacobs, yeah, thank you, son. You want Jacobs coffee because Coffee is beneath you. Coffee is beneath you. Mara, you can still get your shot of caffeine. You insist on Himalayan pink salt, but you can just get regular cerebos because you insist on couscous when there's rice, testic. That's the problem. Oh, but a couscous instead of testic rice. So really, Chicky, you ain't got no excuse. You hurt yourself by accommodating dinjatana tsegofang couscous, the satisfiers. Tsegofang caviar when you've got regular, good old-fashioned mae a chicken. You insist on salmon instead of Lucky Star canned fish. You insist on designer pizza instead of just going to Debonair's. When I about earlier going dicho cost 350 rand. You want your lifestyle, my lifestyle, thinking that you die less. It's the lifestyle you're after. It's not so much the livelihood at all. It's the lifestyle, not livelihood, because your livelihoods are intact. You can thoroughly, if at all, you get retrenched from your job, move back to your parents' house. You can go back to your mama house. You still have a bedroom there. So much so as your mother preserved it that your poster, your childhood poster, Destiny's Child is still there. They've left it just as it is. Every so often, domestic work to clean up, but your bedroom is still available. Nobody has rented it out. And what's worse is that even, right, the room where you stay at Pimville,